There's a war going on. An epic battle between tiny creatures and mighty plants. And scientists have uncovered a secret strategy of the ants, one that might surprise you. You see, ants are always looking for food. And when they find seeds, they often take them back to their colony to store for later. But some seeds are tricky. They won't sprout until they're buried underground. So the ants have a clever trick. They split the seeds in half and then put them back into the ground. By doing this, the ants are able to fool the seed into thinking it's been eaten. The seed thinks, "Oh no, I'm being digested. I better not sprout here." And so the ants successfully store the seed for later. But there is one type of seed that the ants cannot fool. Coriander, you see. Even if you cut a coriander seed in half, it will still try to germinate. So the ants have to be more crafty. When they encounter coriander, they break it into 4 pieces. Breaking the seeds into smaller pieces makes it much harder for the roots to find each other and grow. Even if they do find each other, there's no telling how long it'll take. And by then, the ants will have moved on to a new food source. So breaking the coriander into smaller pieces helps the ants to store the rest of their food. Scientists used to think that ants split seeds in half just to make them easier to carry back to the nest. But now we know that there's a deeper reason behind their actions. It's a fascinating example of how ants use their intelligence to outsmart nature itself. These tiny creatures are incredibly strong. They can lift objects 50 times their own weight. They're also super flexible. Their bodies can withstand forces of up to 10,000 times their weight, and they're great problem solvers. If one ant can't figure out a puzzle, another ant can come along and solve it in a snap. These little guys are even better at remembering things than humans are. Humans have an average memory span of about 3 seconds. We can remember about 5 things at the same time. But ants can remember where they've been and what they've done for up to a year. So next time you see an ant, remember that these tiny creatures are more than just insects crawling around on the floor. They're super smart survivors who can outsmart even the toughest of seeds. Now that's something worth remembering. And if you want to learn more about the amazing world of insects, stay tuned for more videos. You won't believe what else they can do.